Hello and welcome back once again. It is time for the Golden Age of DC Comics 365 days, where I go through this beloved hardcover coffee table book given to me about 2 decades ago by one of my best friends. It has been surfing my coffee table ever since and giving me cause to have great comic book conversation, the kind we used to have in the comic book shops. And I'm recreating that here, right now, today with you. Thank you so very much for tuning in today. This is a 2004 Abrams publication, curated and written by Les Daniels, Chip Kidd, and Geoff Spear. There is a link to the Amazon page in the description if you would like to pick up your own copy. It would look great on your coffee table. You could play along at home, or it makes a great gift for a geek. I know. The Golden Age of DC Comics runs between 1938 and 1955. The Silver between 1956 and 1970. The Bronze Age, I'm a Bronze Age baby, from 1970 to 1985. And the Copper Age begins in 1985. I use this book for its intended purpose. We're going to open up to today's date. We're going to look at some comic book art from an Antediluvian age. We're going to read the blurb, and then we're going to talk about comic books, and we're going to talk about comic books every day for the rest of the year. So before I start the show up, I refer to my show notes. I like to do a little something called the escapism caveat. The world is in need of help. Yes. And the living creatures on it need help too. Activism and activists need your support, they need your respect, and they need to be taken seriously. Yet at the same time, we need some balance and some reality, that their tactics for the past several years have been bordering on the bullying. And I was bullied as a child and as an adult, so I know that bullies are needy people, and they'll use hostility and negativity and toxicity to get what they want. And lately, activists have been coming into these fan spaces of ours, and that it's either their way or the highway kind of thing, and using our fan spaces or as their platform to disseminate their message. What I think is as equally as important to activism is escapism, the ability to leave behind the world's problems using our imaginations and our fictions just for a few moments in a day. I mean, where else are we going to get this level of escapism? It can be in our fiction, in our art, in our music, in our sports, in our video gaming, and in our churches as well. And every single one of these facets has been being clobbered by activists and that insist on using our tribal spaces as their platform. I'm a big history buff, and I'm seeing this through a historical lens. At this point, I'm more of seeing it as this is an intellectual and cultural colonialism. If you can imagine activists as the conquistadors, and you can imagine a fandom or a sports space or a church as a tribe in their own nation state, then you have these invaders coming in and treating the existing population with outright hostility when they don't do what they're told, when they don't fork over their resources, when they don't adopt the new religion, when they don't adhere to the new property rights and laws, and the existing population is othered and also called and referred to as a savage. So I see a lot of parallels in history and in activists, and that's where I'm coming from with this. And thank you for listening. Let's get to the fun stuff. For Pete's sake, Sully, shut up and start talking, please. All right, it is August the 4th, and we have one of my favorite all-time cars, fictional vehicles. This is art by Dick Sprang from the cover of Detective Comics 156 from February of 1950s. Ladies and gentlemen, Batman and Robin and the Batmobile. Yes, indeed. The Batmobile. The Batmobile is a character unto itself. Is it not? There have been so many different Batmobiles. Let's talk about the Batmobile. All right, let's read this blurb first. Having no amazing powers, Batman is more dependent than most superheroes on the equipment he uses. His most renowned gadget, the Batmobile, was no more than a high-powered sedan when it first appeared. It eventually acquired a fancy hood ornament, and then a tail fin at the back, and a bat-faced battering ram. By 1950, an overhaul was in order. After the Batmobile was blown up and Batman's leg broken, a new vehicle was constructed in the Batcave, apparently a solo project built by Robin in a blowtorch. Featuring TV, radar, rockets, and a built-in crime lab, the new car was, in Batman's words, 10 years ahead of anything else on wheels. Updates in the comics and television and film continue to be part of the Batman legend. Indeed, awesome. It is the Batmobile. Gosh, what is your favorite Batmobile? I'm gonna answer my own questions with just my mom kicked these over to me. These were I was 19 at the time, but I had to pick them up. This was from the 1992 Batman Returns Happy Meal, McDonald's Happy Meal, and these actually, yeah, they're you can pull them back and it will. Does this thing still go? No, it's mechanical. Yeah, so this is Danny DeVito's Penguin. Can you get a close up on that camera? I need a cameraman. Hello. No. You being picky? Yeah, it'll be picky. And this is Michael Keaton's Batman, and I keep those around because my mom gave them to me. She kept them for me. I love the original Batmobile with the bat face, that battering ram, and I love the SuperFriends version. It was boxy, but it looked like most of the cars in the 70s. The Batman 66 TV show, that Batmobile with the flame at the end, the red siren light. I have a Lego of that. It came with my Batcave 66. I still have my Gotham skyline that I get free made for that. That's 2 architecture kits. It's the skyline of Manhattan and the skyline of Chicago, and I put all the Batman minifigures up there in a mini bat signal. If you can see the bat oval, that's an old belt buckle, so that's supposed to represent the bat signal and the Gotham sky. And you could see this from the library of Stately Wayne Manor, where the bat poles were. It's 3 stories tall in scale, and it came with a scale Batmobile, which was just wonderful. Black, and get the red logo, and and I actually found some fire in one of the little fire things, and I put it on the end of that tailpipe. Let me wet my whistle. Other Batmobiles that I just simply can't get enough of. Let's see. I really liked the Tim Burton '89 Batmobile. That was fun. But what I really liked a lot, Matt Reeves' 2022 The Batman with Robert Pattinson, and that Batmobile. That was sick. That was really good. I saw that at the movie theater with some of the local fellowships that we meet in the live chats. And if you can, connect with the people in your live chat. Find out who's around you. Make plans. We go out for supper and a movie. And we're going to conventions together, too. It's a really, please use these platforms and these shows. You know what I mean? Make friends, especially geeky friends. That's what we're here for. We, a lot of us know each other from the live chats. We see the same names, and we're beginning to do meetups, and it's really fun. And I'm very blessed to be part of these meetups. But the Batman as a film, Matt Reeves' Batman, was hit or miss, pretty long, had some pacing problems, and a lot of like flickering light, kind of like uncomfortableness too. Yet that Batmobile, the setup and the payoff, it was just wonderful. It was just so well done. There was nothing elegant about this Batmobile. It was a muscle car, an American muscle car, and it was purely utilitarian, and it had none of the swooping lines and grace and symmetry of as some of these really well-designed Batmobiles can have. It was a muscle car out of like a Detroit nightmare, and it was just really awesome. That was my favorite part, was the reveal and the huge chase scene. I really feel like Matt Reeves' entire movie, The Batman, was crafted around this one action scene of the Act 2 reveal and car chase scene with basically Batman running down the Penguin. It was the best part of the movie, in my humble opinion, and a really good use of the Batmobile as its own character. Well, what's your favorite Batmobile? I want to know. Leave it in the comments section. We've been talking about the golden age of DC Comics, and we're going to talk about comic books every day for the rest of the year. So tune in tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern U.S., and we'll find out who we're talking about when we turn the page tomorrow. Like and subscribe if you could be so kind. I would love to earn your subscription. We make daily content here. We talk about comic books every day. We talk about gratitude, spirituality, cooking. We point out planets in the pre-dawn sky if it's clear and they're out there. And I take shorts of bunnies eating their breakfast on the lawn. Little short nature shorts. I love stuff like that. And if you love that stuff too, some positivity, some ebullience, will come aboard. There's plenty of room for everyone. Come aboard. Thank you so very much. God bless. Namaste. Good luck. And we will see you again tomorrow in the funny pages. Ciao. Bye-bye.